neighbors, welcome to the shed shop. Do you see how tired I look? Well, it's because it's like 5 a.m. and I've been working since 11 a.m. yesterday because I'm in financial ruins right now. I'm paying outrageous interest on my credit cards and I just keep falling behind. The channel is audience supported. Any YouTuber, the audience is what runs the channel and financially provides for it. And my channel is very small and we get almost no donations. We only have a few members. We don't really get super chats when we do live events, aside from like Blanche Whalen and Jimbus Maximus. I think those are the only two people that have given super chats. And so thank you to those neighbors. Oh, and I think a while back Adam Hayes did, but I haven't seen him in a while, and I haven't even talked to him on the phone in a while. But anyways, neighbors, this video is going to be a how-to. I have some air filters for the Steel 026 that are aftermarket, and I've informed my seller that, hey, these don't work properly. And there's a lot of aftermarket air filters, you guys, out there that don't work. But there's thousands of them being sold on eBay. And so many people, because it's only like 8 or 10 bucks, they don't want to go through the process of spending $5 to send it back, because they still lose $5. Okay, so they just keep it. I have been working on trying to give you guys tutorial videos, but it's hard to title them so that they get out there. I wish thousands of people would see this, because I know there's thousands of people that buy these trying to get their equipment fixed so they don't have to pay $125 at a dealership. I don't charge that much. I charge about 40% of that, but I charge set rates on my labor. I don't do hourly. I'll look at how much time a job is supposed to take, and then I'll take that and I calculate 40%. So it's basically like $50 an hour. But you're only being charged a maximum of 2 hours and 15 minutes on steel products. I think that's the maximum. Anyways, so you know what, neighbors? I need to get you in a stand here, and we're going to make this video so that we can send it to our seller, okay? Some other positive news. I have recently received 2 emails from companies that want me to review their products on my channel. But I think companies need to be aware, if your product's not good, I'm going to tell my viewers, okay? So they typically expect you to give a good review. They give you a free sample. I have one for a microphone, and then I have one for an air duster tool, which I haven't looked completely at the tool, but it definitely sounds like something I can use in the shop. So I've emailed the tool company back, and I said, yes, I'd love to get a free sample. Please tell me if I have to pay any shipping or if there's any hidden fees. And I would love to use your product in my shop and make a video with a review of it. I actually have a playlist that is called Product Reviews. And so I'm waiting to hear back from them. But again, we're going to send this video to our seller, because my thing is, they can fix this, okay? The manufacturer, all the people that get these directly from the manufacturer, whoever it might be, I think they all come from the same company for the most part. At least this type. There are about 3 or 4 different styles of aftermarket air filters for the 026 that are this one, but they're slightly different, okay? The internals are slightly different. So I'm going to grab an OEM air filter, and I'm going to show you what we have to do to get this air filter to work. So if you've bought this aftermarket 026 air filter, you'll see I've already split this in half. You're going to find that your chute here, you're going to find that doesn't close on the saw, okay? It's supposed to push up and go against this other portion here, okay, and seal up. So see which way it moves, okay? There's a lever inside your saw on your kill switch that's supposed to push that up, and then when they're connected together, as you can see, it seals that hole and your saw gets full choke. But unfortunately, these components inside of the air filter don't work. The rest of the air filter is perfect, okay? It's got good cloth on it that is durable and lasts a long time, just the same as a steel would. And the collar screws are typically good. I've not really had too many issues with those. Every once in a while I get one that you have to be real careful not to over tighten it, because if you do, it just completely strips out. So let's grab our OEM air filter and let's show you how we fix this problem. The 028 aftermarket air filters, I don't have an aftermarket in my hand, but this is the OEM. That is another one that you have to change the components. So you can see I have a huge bag of old, Jesus, my hands, you guys, so sorry. Dear Jesus, please help me. You can see I have a whole bag of old air filters. This one is just, the cloth is starting to come off, and so it won't catch fines anymore. We don't want to use that on our saw. We have a beautiful air filter here. So I'm going to turn you down to the bench, and we're going to go ahead and get to work Damn it, neighbors. Okay, so sometimes, you guys, this job goes really smooth for me, and sometimes it's a huge struggle. A scrunch or your carburetor screwdriver will work. There's a little groove right here that you can just turn a screwdriver in and separate that. You can see on this one, okay, just turn your screwdriver, and that'll separate that seam, and then it comes apart nice and easy. And then you've got this cotter pin here. We want to kind of straighten that out, because we're going to have to pull that, okay? So we straighten that out on this one, as well as on our aftermarket, okay? Take that cotter pin, straighten her out, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull that cotter pin. You can use a pick, or you can use some needle nose pliers to pull that cotter pin out. I like to just use a pick. Okay, hold this, okay, so it doesn't go flying on you. Pull that cotter pin out, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this whole piece off right here, and this piece out. That's the hardest part to work with, is the spring. And then we're going to go into our OEM air filter, and we're going to take those parts off, okay? This is why I save all of my OEM air filters. And when I see cheap, filthy air filters on eBay, a lot of times I will buy them just so I can use the components. A lot of people will sell old, dirty air filters that aren't going to work. Now, this spring, you can see it is hooked on that side, and on this side, it's actually a circle. What's going to happen is our cotter pin is going to, oh shit, you guys can't see, our cotter pin is going to end up going through that circle, okay? So it can be a little bit difficult and a little bit frustrating, but it really just takes some patience, okay? So set that down in there, and you can push up and hold that spring, okay? Sometimes you have to take it off of the chute to actually get it down all the way so the cotter pin will grab it, and this one it looks like we will have to do that with, okay? So we'll take it off of the chute here, okay? Just pop that off there. You can bend it up a little bit, okay? And then just kind of turn it sideways and pull it out, okay? And then what you're going to do is take your spring, the circled side, the enclosed side, okay? You've got the enclosed side completely enclosed here, okay? Sorry, focus, there we go. And this side is open, okay? Your circle closed side goes through here, okay? So you're going to put that down in there, all right? And then go ahead and put your cotter pin through. You can use the aftermarket or OEM cotter pin, but I just use the OEM one. It's a little bit stronger metal, but I never have issues with the cotter pin. So, and then you slide that through. It's easier to slide through this side, okay? Slide that through. Okay, now it's holding my spring, and now we go ahead, make sure we push that in good enough, okay? And then we'll open that up so that it stays. Okay, we'll bend this to one way. Hopefully, my hands are shaking today. I'm sorry, guys. I have nerve damage and carpal tunnel really bad if you're new to the channel. And so, my body is just all decrepit and broken. Okay, so there we go. Our cotter pin is bent so it doesn't come out. There's a few different ways to do this spring as well. And again, I know you guys have to understand, it can get really frustrating, okay? This can be extremely frustrating. Sometimes I can do well with some small needle nose. I can go ahead and grab my spring, okay? I'm trying to see which way it's turned. Okay, sometimes I can grab my spring and just pull it up. Sometimes, again, this is hard to do sometimes, but it's necessary. Otherwise, your aftermarket air filter is a waste of money. Okay? So, when my hands aren't working right, that's when I struggle the most, okay? So, usually I can grab that through there, but I'm having issues this time. We really just got to get it started. Just got to be able to grab it through here. It doesn't matter, we can stretch it. It's a spring, we can pull it pretty good. Okay, so I got a hold of it, okay? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it through, hopefully. I got to turn it sideways here, okay, to pull it through. And then I'm going to turn it to get it hooked on the chip. I almost had it, neighbors. Like I said, it can get frustrating. It just takes patience. And if your hands don't shake as bad as mine and you have better control over your hands, you'll be alright. Okay, I got my needle nose through a little too far. I can't close them. Okay, so grab the end of that spring again. Yeah, I'm shaking really bad. So sorry, neighbors. Just bear with me. I'm tired as hell. But I don't want to lose my business. My faith has been struggling really bad lately as well. Okay, see, now we got that hooked. And now this is pretty easy to put under. You can just open your chute and it only goes one way, okay? It's got a concave to it. It curves. the curve goes up, okay? It only goes one way. It'll only fit one way. So now we put that in there, okay? And then we simply put our air filter, 2 halves, back together. And now when we put that on our 026 saw, this chute will open and close properly. I don't know if it's the spring that is the issue, okay? I don't know if it's the lever that's the issue, because, I mean, it is almost an identical match, these parts. This is thinner, but the rest of the parts are pretty much identical. So I've not sat down and sit there and tinkered enough to figure out what exactly is the problem that chute won't close. I believe I have an 026, neighbors, that I can show you. Okay, so here's an 026 that we have. We'll just go ahead and take our air filter cover off. Anybody want to buy my 026 that has an obsolete tank vent that I'm going to have to spend $40 on? Okay, and we'll just take our scrunch. And this is an aftermarket air filter, but it has the OEM components in it. Okay, like I said, sometimes these screws are not the greatest material either. They're very weak, but to be honest, the OEMs are like that sometimes too. Okay, it's just life. And plus, this scrunch is not the best. It's all messed up. So I actually am going to try a better one. We'll grab us a newer scrunch that hasn't been destroyed. Okay, go ahead and unscrew these 2 screws. Oh, I wasn't even trying to take it apart. I was trying to show you. Here is your choke lever, so you end up pulling your throttle in, and that watch right here, that pushes that up. Okay, for some reason, when it has these components in it, it just does not close on the saw. I've never been able to figure it out, and a lot of people know already. I know a lot of guys that we've talked about, yeah, this and that on the air filters. Actually, several of you watching this video right now, some of my loyal members or subscribers, and a couple of you are members, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because you do this with your air filters as well. So that's going to be it for this video, neighbors. Maybe you guys, if anybody wants to donate to the channel, I hate asking. I really hate bringing this stuff up. I really do. I don't like to ask you guys to support the channel financially, because I know some of you can't. And I know how that feels, that you want to help, but you can't financially. So you guys that can't do financially, just go ahead and keep liking the videos. Hit the thumbs up. And give some good comments. And then make sure you're subscribed. And if you can't afford a $3.99 a month membership, that's okay. As long as you're liking and sharing the videos and commenting, you're supporting the channel as well, okay? Because you're supporting the algorithm, getting the videos out there more. Ted Neitzel, you're one of the greatest guys. That's a billboard for me. And neighbor, I know you don't mind that I say that Ted Neitzel is disabled, and so he's low income like me. But he brings people into my channel, and he brings positive attention to the channel. So anyways, I'll go ahead and I'll put my Cash App right here. If you'd like to donate to the channel through Cash App, you guys, to keep the channel going, we need to raise some money, honestly, you guys, or the channel won't continue. I hate saying that, but I cannot afford it anymore, you guys. I'm just being honest, okay? So that's the Cash App you just saw, and right here is my PayPal you can use. And then if you don't use Cash App or PayPal, and you want to send a check or cash, some of you guys have done that. Here's my address right here. Okay, and we'll put it in text down here for you so you can see it better. Okay, there's my address. Here's where we are right now. Here's my email. Here's my phone number. You can use that to look up PayPal. And you can call or text me anytime you want, neighbors, for any reason. Here's the name of my hobby business. Here's me. Here's some of this shit I do. And once again, here's my address. Please don't come shoot up my house. That's going to be it for this video, neighbors. I hope it helped out. Let me know what you think in the comments. And like the video, share it. Subscribe to the channel. Consider becoming a member if you're financially capable. Share this video with your friends. And remember, you guys, be kind to one another, neighbors. Everyone is facing a battle. I love all 8 billion of you, even though I really, truly, freaking suck at it. Until next time, neighbors, #persevere.